Welcome to Back to Me, the podcast where self-awareness meets delusion, and they happen to get on pretty well.
We are your hosts, Lisa and Katie. I literally look forward to it. I look forward to it.
Was that one alright?
That was very good. I love it. 'Cause all the feedback I get is, we just love that she hates it so much. And I'm like, I wish I could tell you that she was faking, but she's not.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Never fake it.
No, don't ever
Until
fake
you make it.
Don't ever fake it.
I mean, fake it till you make it.
Don't ever fake any of the things.
Not those things.
You brought this up.
Know,
you started this. You absolutely started
We
this.
just had a discussion you were going to keep this PG this week.
We met one of our friends on the way up the stairs, and we were like, we keep it PG, especially for you. She's listened to all of 2 minutes of one of them. So I just think we should go full tilt.
We are.
No, we're not. We're keeping it very sensible. Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, no, we didn't agree to that.
Because we have our own children who are at school. I'm going to ask you the question that you hate me asking.
I hate you asking me this question.
How was your week?
Great, thanks.
You're in choir form today.
It's my birthday.
What, today?
No, on Wednesday.
It was your birthday and I totally missed it?
Yeah,
why would you not have that on your Instagram or something, and then 9 o'clock at night I'd go, oh, it's Kitty's birthday and I missed it?
Because I thought it'd be really funny to tell you on the podcast.
Mean. Just mean.
I was like, I should probably tell Alicia it's my birthday today, but
what is the actual date so I put it in my phone?
Funnier to tell her on Friday.
That would be very funny stroke embarrassing.
May 21st.
May 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Yep.
Very good.
I think I was 44.
It's hard. It's
43 or 44. I think it was 44.
I think 1 year I had thought I was too old, and then 1 year I had oh, goodness, I'm only 43 and I thought I was 44.
And what about those people that like their parent told them a different date of birth when they... And
my mother-in-law.
Actually? Mm-hmm. So was she older or younger than she thought?
Just by a day.
Oh.
They told her birthday was Christmas Day. So for all our lives, we had to set... I don't mean we had to, but it's you have to make a bit of a kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Turned out when she got her birth certificate, it was Christmas Eve.
Which would...
be a better day to celebrate.
Better day to celebrate.
But I think just her parents were like, one day, let's celebrate everything. There was 13 of them. So I think that, it's just one of those ones. My daddy also found out that he'd been celebrating his birthday on, this is terrible that I can't remember. I think we celebrated until like he was 65 or 70 on the 21st of September. Now, if somebody disagrees with this, that's great. When he got his birth certificate, retirement age, and actually turned out his birthday was 23rd. His whole life.
His whole life. My sister's birthday is the 21st. And interestingly,
You're both 21st?
We're both 21st different months.
Ah.
Don't pull out that thread.
How far apart are you in years?
2 and...
Your dad was on it that day.
Anyway.
2.5 something years ago.
So she... had her...
Now you're all up your head.
You flustered me, Lisa. You flustered me.
That's my job.
Her second boy was born on my birthday. So he stole my thunder, but we're birthday buddies now.
Love that.
And then I was aiming to have my second son on her birthday, but he came like 3 days early. That would have been a good story.
This week.
His birthday was also on Wednesday because it's the same as mine.
Your son's birthday is this.
Oh, my other son is
coming.
but my second son was September 21st.
September 21st.
I was aiming for, but missed it.
So
and
it was my dad's fake birthday.
Your dad's fake birthday. That was my target birthday. This is a ridiculous conversation, but another fun story regarding birthdays. My sister-in-law best friend Ashley had her baby 59 minutes before me.
Oh.
So my in-laws got their first ever grandson, first ever granddaughter within an hour of each other.
Wow. That is so lovely.
It is lovely. It means we never forget her birthday.
That's none like
well,
me
actually,
this
we
week.
do. We do regularly. I'm like, how did we forget? It's Maddie's birthday today too. Yeah, but that's cool, isn't it?
That is very cute. It's very cute. We did not realise this. Well, I think some people in our house realised this. I did not, because I can't see things unless they're like right in front of my face, like McFarland.
Did you tell Nigel about that?
He did, and he was as disgusted at himself as I was at myself. Last week, just in case you weren't watching, we talked about sometimes when you're just not in the best place, and in our house we call it, oh, they're off, or me, I'm off in McFarland land. Stupid, just stupid. Katie brought this up, and I was like, how can I not see it? So another thing I didn't see till recently was that my birthday is the 22nd of February. Mm-hmm. Elise's birthday is the 24th of November, and Lara's the 26th. 22, 24, 26. It's very easy to remember for my son.
I thought you were about to bust out that it was some kind of angel number.
For my son in particular, he's like, I've got it now. I've got all you three. The three girls are, so he's got it.
But you need to remember the months.
Oh, the months, they come.
Was it February something, November?
Very good. I'm February, Elise is November.
Very good.
Lara is February as well.
You remembered something I said 2 minutes ago.
Yeah,
very good.
Sorry.
That's where I'll
recall that. You just recall that. So, nothing strange or startling this week apart from your birthday. Did you do anything nice?
I came to work, but the morning started with the most epic omelette. Breakfast in bed from my husband, and then my sister took me for lunch.
Love it.
And then my friend Valerie came and took me for coffee. So I did no work that day. Sorry,
Perfect.
boss.
That's okay.
And then because it's my nephew and me, we have like a joint barbecue at my sister's house. So yeah, it was a good day.
I like that.
It was a very good day.
I like that. Good.
Another thing did happen this week that I wanted to tell you.
See, you say that.
But it's like buses. Nothing ever happens, and then I was at an event where I was helping with the teas and serving tray bakes and whatnot, and there was loads left over. So I was going around all the ladies that were there, and I leant over. Just prepare yourself for this because it's finally happened. I was recognised.
Stop it! Stop it!
So there's this lady. She goes, "Do you do a podcast?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do." And
I love to hear it.
Yeah. No, so I was like, "Oh, you're the first person." One of those ridiculous conversations. No one's recognised me before. I don't really think that she was really. I mean, she was recognising me, but not. She wasn't She wasn't like what's it when you meet a celebrity and you're. It's not shell shocked.
Not shell shocked. Starstruck.
Starstruck. She wasn't starstruck, but she did. I thought that was cute. So as I was leaving, I was like, "Oh, I need to tell Lisa about this." And I said, "Oh, what's your name, by the way?" And she went, "You ready for this?"
Don't say it.
Shirley. God, no. To which I was like, "Oh, are you Shirley from Tesco?" She's like, "Yes, I'm Shirley from Tesco."
Oh, I'm mortified for everybody.
I met Shirley from Tesco.
Shirley from Tesco, you're going to have to come on the podcast someday.
Yes, Shirley from Tesco, come on the podcast.
In case everybody hasn't listened to every episode.
You just have to have listened to one to know about Lisa's automatic negative thoughts.
I'm like a child. Proud. I'm like
I'm the child. You're
proud of the child for like...
Just because I know what it is.
Doesn't mean you believe me. Our automatic negative thoughts, we need to name the voice in our head, the inner critic. Mine is called Shirley. I can't remember what yours is called.
Brenda.
Brenda, that's right. We need a Brenda. We need a Brenda.
We do need a Brenda. So if anyone out there is called Brenda, please come up to me in the street and introduce yourself.
Love it.
But she's lovely and she was very nice. And I said, "Oh, you know Lisa?" She goes, "Oh, no, I don't know her. I just follow her and I met her in Tesco."
That is so cute.
Yeah, it was of all the people to recognise me first, it was Shirley.
That's so funny. And she's lovely. She's so lovely. Oh, that is so funny. That is so funny. That made your day.
How was your week?
Well, I had a very good week. Busy. My brother was home from California. My brother's lived in California since I've been 10, so 43 years. And yes, he left me when I was 10. But anyway, we got over that. And he was home. He had some business to do, and then he stayed with us for, like 9 days. So nice. Lovely. But you're having he's actually very easy company. He's a very busy person. So it's not like he's just sitting there waiting for you to.
Does he have lots of friends still here?
There's a good lot of friends still here.
It's pretty impressive.
One of them owns a boat.
Oh.
That you did very well.
I saw pictures of you on a boat.
Like, come on. Do I suit a boat or do I suit a boat?
Of course you suit a boat. Course you. One day, darling, you can have the back to me, sail off into the sunset.
So, sorry, I'll just get myself all arranged for the story.
There's a boat story coming.
There's a boat story coming. So the weather was beautiful, as you know. We had some nice days, and then he was meeting these friends on Tuesday just there. But so he was texting back and forward, and then just sort of came, and they were like, "We're actually down at the boat. Do you and your family want to come down?" I was like, "No, definitely not. I'm not doing that. Absolutely not." Of course, I was going to go.
She was in the car.
I was
in the closes car. The car, drives off.
I just had to trouble check with Nige, but also was like, "Don't you take this away from me. Don't you dare take this away from me." He's much more sensible. He's like, what's going to happen with Jake? He goes through the checklist before
He's the grown-up.
He's actually the grown-up. So I was like, yes, of course. So we were meant to be getting up early, but of course we then sat up late and having all the chats. So then we left, went to Count for Mana, and I had never been to this place before.
Is it Lough that the boat was on?
Yes. So they have a caravan mobile home down there, and sorry if you don't want me to tell this whole story. These people whose price it was. Have you been to Lusty Begs? You've done a
Lusty
wedding.
Beg.
You've done a wedding.
There's no S. I've done many wedding there.
Do you know the next one over, Ross?
I've heard of it, but I've not.
Ross Cove.
Never
been in my life. Never been in my life. Isn't that shocking?
How would you get to it?
On the boat.
Exact. Don't you need to have a boat?
No, you can, because there was a bus. Because this brings me to the next story. There was a bus trip there.
Oh.
Let's call the DJ Dan. He was hilarious.
On the bus?
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So,
wait. Just sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go on buses.
I was on the bus.
But this is actually now the second time I've heard of you being on a bus this week. Public transport and Lisa don't get along.
No, only if I can't go with somebody.
Okay.
That was Belfast evening on Thursday night. So I was on a boat. Boat I can do.
Boats aren't public
transport. Boat I can do. Beautiful. You think that with the weather was gorgeous, you would think you were in Ibiza. Well, not really, but we could convince yourself you were in Ibiza. Sure, whole thing. Went to the bathroom and was reapplying my lipstick, and someone said, "Is that you? Is that you?" And I said, "Oh, actually, is that you, Lisa?"
Oh.
And I said, "I think it is me." And she said, "I've been following you from lockdown." No, she did have a few.
You're one up in my Shirley story.
Sorry,
you run a boat and got recognised.
Didn't mean to.
Okay, it's fine.
So with the best crack, and she says, "Who are you here with?" And I'm like, "Oh, Nige and my brother." I really want to meet Nige. I was like, no problem at all. So of course we're out of the bathrooms now. This is not, I don't mean to be that person, but this is not an unusual situation. It always happens in bathrooms. And I'm out of the bathroom and I'm like, Nige. And I could just see his face like, oh God. So he goes over and she's like, "I'm Lisa too." So she's called Lisa. Get a picture with Nige. Get a picture with. I'm like, "Yep, you can have a picture with Nige." Like, sell them out. Absolutely, blah blah blah. My brother is there going, "What's going on in the world?" And Nige is like, "This is a normal thing.
Famous by association."
Yeah, this is normal. So then he got into the action as well, and blah blah blah.
Hilarious.
Blah. So it was very good fun. Very very good fun, and like for madness.
My family hails from Fermanagh. On one side. They're lovely people.
They're lovely people. And the boat was beautiful. Love it.
And Lusty Beg is quite nice, but they have that essentially. Oh, yes. It's a platform that you drive onto or step onto, and then it is pulleyed across the water, and that's how you get on, which is cool unless you've just finished a wedding and want to leave
immediately,
and there's no one there.
So it was lovely. Weather was beautiful. It was gorgeous.
And now you want a boat.
Yeah, but it's an upkeep. Like,
have you
never
heard
mind the cost of the cost of them? That's by the by. But yeah, they're that's like another it's a
Did you
more
read
responsibility.
About your man, my life, Zuckerberg, at Facebook? His boat.
What's he done?
It's some. I'm not sure you could call it a boat. It's like a city on the water, but the support crew that it needs.
Yeah.
Includes this ginormous boat that's probably 10 times bigger than the boat you were just on.
Oh, stop.
And it's worth I think in the billions, but it's ridiculous.
So good to know that we're paying for all that there.
We are.
Pretty much. Yeah, we are.
We're probably not contributing much to it.
But still.
We did get more views on one of our little clips this week, the one where we complained that Instagram wasn't letting.
And my story liked it as well.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was that. So that was all good. Fun week. My brother here. Good fun times. We had some nice food. We had some good times.
So you fill in the air?
No, just finishing the story
of
what was our plans this week. So that was good.
Very good.
I did go to bed last night at, I'm going to say 11:15, and I slept solid 10:30 to 8:30 this morning.
8:30.
That's not even a lion. You couldn't even call that a lion.
I wouldn't normally call it a lion, but it's a weekday.
It's a weekday lion. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a midday girl on a Saturday. Friends are like, you want to do something on Saturday morning? I'm like, no,
absolutely not.
No, I
Not
don't know.
doing
I
that.
won't be sleeping.
I'll be sleeping.
No, not really midday, but
Yeah,
I'm
but
probably
take
not
her easy.
dressed.
Take her easy. Yeah, that's okay.
Yes.
That's all right. Good. I was working this morning. It's Friday. We record now on Friday. And I was working this
Temporarily.
morning. Temporarily recording Friday. We're going to go to Mondays. But anyway, that's irrelevant to you all.
That is actually irrelevant, sorry.
But this is the sort of thing that I go, see that part? That's just a big load of drivel. No one needs to know that. I'm like, I know, but sure. Hey, here we are. So we're going, anyway, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not working anymore Fridays.
Oh, like meeting your couples? Or
Yes, I'm not saying, I'm not.
Counselling, therapizing, what are you?
Coaching.
There's the word.
Doesn't even know what my actual job is.
Sorry, I do.
It's okay. I didn't reckon it was your birthday, so like I have no legs to stand on.
That's true, actually. Yeah, that's worse.
For my couples who are in the mentorship package or people who I've been coaching for a long time, I'll see them on Fridays. But generally, that's me stopped on Fridays for the summer.
She's on boats. She's 3-day weeks, 2-day weeks.
Oh, I think everybody's going to start coming home from uni soon. It's just Fridays are just a bit messy.
Fridays
Jake's finished school. It's just all Fridays are just.
Okay. So no more.
I'm required.
You're
Friday for other things.
What about your poor couples?
I know.
Will you see them on a different day, or are you just
The
not?
ones who pay me lots of money? Yes. Not thinking.
The rest of you just tune in
the
here.
better
for
way
the
to put
tips.
that is nobody knew on a Friday. Nobody knew.
Is there like? Oh, you probably won't tell me this, but I'll ask anyway. Is there like one main issue, a common issue? What's the most common issue? I think that's what I'm trying to ask.
Well, and it kind of depends on it, but at the minute, it's the mental load. It's one partner carrying too much of the mental load.
Oh, yes.
This was not a term that was used in my day, but especially when the mum goes back to work after maternity leave and maybe they've one baby and they go back and hold on, I'll just take a second for the fact that she's interested.
I'm not. No. I'm sorry. I zoned out. Right. Okay, go. I'm listening now.
Because this is life coaching.
Okay.
It's your favourite thing.
Life coaching.
Life coaching.
We haven't done that in a while.
No, and people
I'm
miss
flashing.
it.
I'm flashing my hands.
You
At
need
her
a
like,
sound-
okay.
you need a sound effect.
The sound effect.
So I would say the mental load, one person carrying the mental load is the big problem. And a lot of the times it just sort of happens almost without you seeing. Just all of a sudden it's like, okay, why am I doing everything? You know? And then resentment builds and then the you know what goes down the toilet. We'll call it intimacy.
I thought it was going to be the McFarland number system.
No,
It goes down the toilet.
No. So the connection goes down the toilet.
Okay.
When one person is carrying the mental load. And it doesn't, yes, of course, you coach some men who unfortunately are very misogynistic and they just don't believe that any of those things are their jobs. There's a horrible thing on Instagram at the minute, pink jobs and blue jobs. Hate it. But if it gets people talking, at least that's a start. But that would be the biggest problem that women would come to me for.
And it is presumably, though, women.
Yes,
mostly.
but also it is women taking it on themselves. Not saying it's nobody's fault, but just drip, and then tons of times I'm like, would you like to? Yes, I would love to do that. Yes, I would do that. And it's
The man says
figureoutable.
that. Do you not just think he's saying it because you're asking him?
I don't care. I've witnessed it. I don't care if he's only saying it if I'm there, and they've witnessed it too.
So then they can make him because he said it.
Make him.
Like that's the
No, we can't make
encourage.
We can't make people do things. So no, well, a suggestion I would give is on a Sunday, actually sit down and say, what is it going to take to run this house this week? You know, I should have shared in this. You know, like a whiteboard. You know the whiteboard.
Whiteboard.
It's just white. It's not whiteboard.
No, it's white.
White. Okay.
That's an eggcorn. Ties into last week's episode if you didn't see it.
Watch it. A whiteboard on a Sunday. Here's who's going to get the groceries. Who's making dinner what night. Here's what I have to do. Here's where the kids have to go. There's notes to get filled in. Like, take 45 minutes on a Sunday.
You're just adding one more list to the woman's list of things to do. Fill in the whiteboard.
Then together fill in the whiteboard and then divvy them up.
Okay.
Yeah. The kind of the opposite happened to us Surprise, surprise. I was a stay-at-home mum for a long time, and then I started working, but I only ever really worked part-time. But then when Jake was in school more, I worked more and blah, blah, but I was still only ever part-time. So obviously I took on more of the dinners and the cooking and but the pendulum has now swung completely the other way in our house. And the problem now is I had no jobs.
In the house.
Well, the house still, but like I had no jobs with the kids.
Oh,
like I had no jobs because I had no more running the netball to do. I had no jobs with the kids. Jake's pretty self-sufficient, but I was like, I have no jobs, and Nige had all the mental load.
Oh,
yeah. I know, it was very bizarre. It was very strange. And
did
then
you orchestrate it that way though?
maybe a wee bit. And then guess what happened? I got raging at him because I had no place.
Oh,
that's messed up.
Yeah, that's confusing me. I'd be like, sweet, thanks for doing all the things. So I'll go sit down and watch Netflix.
But there's nothing on it. Yeah,
there is. Rewatch Netflix.
Rewatch Netflix. The whole of Netflix. So, for example, when we go on holiday, Nigel's airport dad, absolute airport dad. Mm-hmm. We don't know where our passports live. Nigel's airport dad. But like when they were away, I had the double buggy. I had another chat. I was doing that. I was entertaining them. Brought the snacks. Brought the change of clothes. Like Nigel wouldn't. He would have. He could have. But I was like
better at it.
Airport mum. I was all that. Even when they were older, the shoes, doing all that there. Nigel, the tickets and the passport, and walk after your daddy. It's all fine. But I did all that. But then what happens is your children actually become independent. Mm. And we got off the plane one time and he was doing airport dad and I was like, we need to get a taxi. And I just thought to myself, I don't know how to do that. This is shocking. And obviously it was his fault.
Clearly. He had not left you the space to learn to get a taxi.
And I said, we need to get an Uber. And he said, yeah, I'm going to do it now. And I was like, why are you the one that can do it? And he was like, I have no idea. And I was like, oh, this isn't his fault at all. This is me. I just given those wee things away anyway.
Speaking of airport mums, I have an epic airport mum fail. I'm actually really embarrassed to tell this, and I could stop myself right now and edit it out. But here we go. This haunts me to this day because it's so bad. Did you forget their shoes or something? Oh, so much worse. We were flying back from America, and I want to say that my second born was like 6 or 7 weeks old. So we had taken. You get. There's nothing you can tell us now that we're going to have. You have any shame about. You're flying from America with the 6-week-old. Just wait. So we'd take them over to see their grandparents just after they born both of them. We went when they were very young. Actually, when they're tiny, the airports were so good, and they give you the bulkhead. There's a whole cot that can go on, and it was never any issue when they were really tiny. It was more in the toddler years were harder. But anyway, 2 and 5 and all that there. Mm-hmm. I don't know, I feel like we were running late and it was one of those, I don't know, we'd had a nappy explosion with this and we'd gotten finally through security, but we were in a rush to get to the gate and there's bags everywhere and I want to say Billy was dilly-dallying. He was way back. I had son number 1 here, I had the pram and there was lots of bags had been put on the pram. And we're pushing, and there's this massive crowd of people all trying to get on their gate, and I'm trying to and I just I turned around to shout at Billy, not to shout, to locate him, and give the eyes. And as I turned back round just in time to see, I don't know how it happened, the pram fly forward. And had I strapped my tiny baby into the pram? Oh, kitty. So he fell on the floor, and everyone around that big group of people that were like, "Oh, that lady dropped her baby! Did you see that lady dropped her baby?" And I could just hear it. Where is the man? Where is the dad? It was that lady dropped her baby. Of course it was. And it wasn't Brenda. These were out loud voices staring at me. I was mortified. So then obviously I picked him up. He was crying. He was uninjured, but I still he had fallen onto the floor of an
I'm
airport.
sure you were worse than him.
I picked him up. I was just very distressed, and Billy still hadn't caught up with us. So then I'm like, no, I want to get the pram off the floor and get all the bags. Yeah. So airport mum fail was that.
No, that's okay. There's no feeling. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm trying to think of one I've plenty of them, but the one that's come up into my mind is that Elise fed Lara a piece of chocolate cake when she was 2 weeks old. And you know that you just can't get there quick enough. Now Elise was 15 months, so I mean you're okay, sweetheart. It's not your fault. But she thought she was being very. If people are listening to this going, "Why is your 15-month-old eating chocolate cake?" I can't even cope with you.
Tune out now.
Yeah, just be gone. And so she very politely took a bit of the chocolate cake off.
She was sharing with her sister.
Sharing with her sister while I'm going, and you just can't get your body to move that quick. Like 2 weeks post-birth, you're just like, and I was frantic. I think I was calm with Elise. But I was like, under the social workers, under the health visitors, and they're like, yeah, you're not being maybe a bit runny later, but you're grand.
Things that you're so scared of when you're a new parent. And now you look back. I assume when you got to child number 3, you didn't care.
Jake was eating Watsits from he was about. Again, jokes, people. Jake, he was definitely eating Watsits from he was 6 or 7 months. Definitely. But anyway, here we are. Yeah. And he's fine. He's also fine.
Yes.
So the mental load. So that's what happens in our house. So Nige he does all the like insurances and MOTs for cars and like uni stuff. So he takes on all that admin role, and then the more he took on that admin role, there just was less for me to do as more independent they got. So I had to claw back. Yeah, that was good.
You wanted to do the minutiae.
No, I'm no good with minutiae. I know you love that word because I taught it to her. No, I'm no good with the minutiae, but.
So what did you claw back?
Well, that I can get a taxi.
I
still don't like a bus.
That's it. That's all she can do.
Still don't like a bus. Like that, I didn't even have my own ticket on my phone. Like I wouldn't even have my own ticket on my phone. I'd just be like, "We're with him." It's like, okay, no, I can do that now. I can be semi-independent. If you ask my children to say, I'm not independent at all, and I'm definitely doing that reel. Have you seen that reel on Instagram?
You're gonna have to elaborate.
Here I am, independent entrepreneur, blah blah blah, and I need nobody. And then the next screen is, hi, I'm nobody. That's your partner. I'm nobody. She doesn't know where the petrol goes. She has no idea about insurance. She didn't know how to renew her passport. I am also her emotional support. I am her shoulder to cry on. I'm definitely doing that this weekend.
Are you the nobody or is he the nobody? Because you can go both ways.
Yes, and these ones, it's all about the women. We're being like, we're all we need nobody. And that's the guy going, okay, seriously, I'm in the wings here, holding it all together.
Gotcha.
Who's the nobody in your house?
Do you know what I was thinking? While you have been talking, I've been thinking about it. So because Billy came here from America, a lot of things were different. How you do insurance. So it kind of just fell to me to do it. And I think to this day, a lot of the paperwork stuff and school stuff, I just do it because he, even though he's now been here over 20 years, would be like, it's different. It's different than how we do it. Okay.
Excuse can only last for so long.
Yeah, but he cooks more than I do, and he
maintenance.
Yeah,
cars, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we're relatively equal at the minute. There's been times it hasn't been. Yeah, I would say. Like I think initially it was kind of that thing where it just sort of happened. I did all the school ones, and it didn't make any sense why I was doing them all, but now he does them all. So
that's the thing. Lots of it just sort of happen, and it's just about going, okay, hold on, how did this just happen? Let's have a chat. And it's being able to communicate without defensiveness and go, how did that all just happen? Right, yeah, I can definitely do that. No, I still want to do this job. No, I would like to do that job. Yeah.
Or I'd like to do none of those jobs. Just be a lady of leisure.
Just be a princess. I am pretty princess-like. I am. I'm sorry. No, it suits me.
No, don't be sorry.
And he loves it. He loves it. And sometimes
he likes looking after you.
He does like looking after me. He likes looking after us all. Sometimes he gets like that can be a little bit heavy looking after us all. But it's all good. It's all good. My girls are reasonably more independent than me. They make fun of me a lot. So it hasn't been
I can
too
say
bad.
that about your girl. I haven't seen them in quite a few years, but I remember them.
Yeah.
All, both pretty independent.
Maybe they've seen me and they're going, we're not having that.
How not to be.
The next one would be, the next thing people would argue about is finances.
Oh, yes.
That would be the next one. So it's like there's 5 top ones for me. So the mental load, finances, in-laws, intimacy, kids probably. There's like 5 top ones. Yeah, people decide. People find finances really difficult to talk about.
We made the agreement when we got married that if there was ever anything over $200, we weren't allowed to buy it without.
Yeah.
I don't know how well well, pretty well.
But it's not permission, it's respect.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not asking you. We're discussing that we're going to spend our money on this. But I think it was born out of Billy's dad buying a $10,000 bedroom suite without asking his mum first.
No,
sorry
we're
if
the
you're
same.
listening.
No, we're the same. If we want to buy something for the house, like I wouldn't just come home with like a £500 worth of something for the house. I would be like, look, I've seen this, blah blah. And
yeah. Sorry, we just paused the podcast because my phone was blowing up and I was ignoring it mostly until my 11-year-old was then phoning and I'm like, oh, something's happened.
Yep.
Nothing had happened. He wanted to show me his Leavers hoodie.
And it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful. So and then he asked whether it was me or Daddy had gone home first today because he remembered he left the door unlocked this morning. So I know he's 11.
Honesty.
We leave him alone for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I leave for the school run and then my friend picks him up
Yeah.
and he locks the door. Usually.
Good responsibility.
Yes, usually. Not today, apparently.
Yeah, well, sometimes there's been occasions when my phone is blown up and it's you and I'm on a call, but sometimes that
happened once. It was exciting
at least
news.
3 times.
No.
In the Spar.
What?
In the Spar, when I had hot chocolate in my hand, I couldn't answer the phone.
That was the same day. It was the same situation.
When I was on a call.
Same situation.
And definitely one more.
It was it was just one situation.
Well, that reminded me of when I was on a call and my Lara phone blowing up and it's just like can't look. But it was the funniest thing. She had been unwell and she'd been flying home that day. So she put in, I've eaten something in my tummy and and Nige in the group chat responded because he is responsible for father and was like, I'll look into the flight, sweetheart, and and back and forward and give me the flight number. And this is when I finished my call, I was like, bring back. And then he said, that's all I've got now. We will have to wait till Mummy finishes her call to help with the health part.
Oh, that's
so
sweet.
we joke that I'm the minister of health and he's the minister of finances. And she was like, Mummy. It's like, okay, sweetheart, what you need to do is get a wee cold cloth for your head, and you know to sleep. But it was just so funny. It was just that's all I've got. That's it. That's all I've got. That's my.
I've fulfilled my role here. That's
it was very funny. But we must answer one. Oh, I've had couples before. This is terrible. When they have an argument, they block their partner on their phone.
No.
Yes. They have children. I don't take that well.
That's not appropriate behaviour.
It's not appropriate behaviour. Where have we gone? We've gone out of the thinking mind, Katie, and we've gone back into the childhood settings. That's not good. Nervous system has got activated and we're out of the frontal cortex, not making good decisions. And I just say, Katie, no. You're not allowed to do that, especially if you've got children. What if somebody wanted to show you their Leavers hoodie?
Yeah, what if you needed to see that Leavers hoodie right now?
Isn't that shocking? I was shocked with that one now.
So do they leave the house?
So they're in an argument, they leave the house and they
block. So they're
their
uncontactable. So anything could have happened and
shocking.
That is
no. Phones in bedrooms, another one that I'm like a hard no. No need for scrolling on your phone, Kitty May, in bed.
Why not?
Phones are for certain things. Or sorry, not phones. Phones? No. We all know that we shouldn't be looking at the blue screen before we go to sleep.
They say that.
We all know that. That's actually a scientific fact.
Oh. The scientists say that.
Look, I could look at my screen and fall asleep, no problem at all. But I just don't think it's healthy in relationships.
If you are not sleep divorced, of course.
Yes. People don't like that word.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I've heard a few people
say. I asked AI this week for a better version, so it wasn't very. It was like
no help to you.
What was it? Sleep separation. That was not much better. There was snooze
alone.
Snooze. Yeah, it was really stupid stuff. But there was no. I still have not come up with a good alternative.
No. If people don't listen, you have to listen to it last week's. So no,
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, was it 2 weeks ago?
Wasn't it? Anyway, it's about couples sleeping in different bedrooms.
Yes, and that it's okay.
And that it's okay depending on
as long as you're making special time.
For special.
Every week I just try to get into the conversation.
You really do. It's like your thing.
Because we are, when we've been with our partner for
a long time. You don't need to explain anymore.
We're in responsive desire. Anyway. At the beginning, it's all very spontaneous desire. It's very run by chemicals. But then we go into responsive desire. I saw you and Billy having a wee responsive desire situation there earlier. It was very cute.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was very cute. He was organising us. He was being very...
Oh, he was being very...
He was being very leadership role. Kid, he was all, okay, Billy. It's true. Look at him. If you're not watching, look at our wee cheeks. Anyway, so here we are. Responsive desire is very important. Very important. Very important. And I don't think that really kicks off when you're on your phone.
When you're on your phone playing Candy Crush.
No, I don't think that's
level 5007.
Is that good?
It means that would mean you would have played 5007 levels.
Oh.
So I imagine you would have spent a lot of time.
I thought this was your own personal report.
Oh no, I'm only at 4652.
I don't think it was Candy Crush, but Nige definitely had a game on his phone that it was like squares falling from the ceiling. I don't play any of those things. And he had to delete it. He was like, I have to delete this.
It is completely pointless.
Addicted.
It's addictive and pointless. Because it's not, they're all yeah.
No. But absolutely. Did you do the Wordle thing?
I did quite religiously at the start, and I sort of fell out with it a bit because it became too easy to cheat.
Oh. Interesting.
I wasn't cheating, obviously.
Oh.
But people that I would share with, no. But people would cheat. But have you seen this whole thing, Jimmy Kimmel, the late night American, the host of Late Night with Jimmy Kimmel or something it's called, he had like Charlize Theron on, and he's had other very famous people.
Stunning she is.
Oh, beautiful.
Like when I would like, that's the sort of person I would like to come back. Who wouldn't? Like realistically, who wouldn't want to come back as like that style. Oh, you want to come back as her? That style of body.
I thought you were swapping sides.
Who wouldn't want to come back with that size body? But anyway, that's just my...
but there's been a bunch of different celebrities on, and they've all talked about how Carol Burnett, I think she's an older actress, plays Wordle and sends them her Wordle. But she always gets it in one or two, and they're convinced she's cheating. So it's this big funny scandal that he keeps doing about the Wordle cheating.
Yes, one or two seems very quick.
I've done it in two a couple of times, but mostly...
I have just not done it. Oh. I watch people in my house do it. I don't do it.
Oh, look. I watch the Wordle.
I watch the Wordling. And maybe say, oh, would it not be a... But I don't actually do any of those things. I have enough time on my phone. I don't need any very more things on my phone.
It's a good one, though. It's good for your brain.
Yes, it is. It does.
Keeps it active.
Keeps it active, yes. I have a very active afternoon. I have to go and get bits and pieces for Elise coming home tonight.
Oh, Dr. Elise.
Dr. Elise.
This is the first...
Should we get a banner?
This is the first time you've seen her since she became a doctor.
Now you're going to cry again.
Oh, you're going to have to get doctor things.
Where would I get those?
I don't have any idea.
It should have been an Amazon thing during the week, shouldn't it? I'll make a sign.
White coat. Have you got a white coat?
No, but I have her childhood doctor's kit.
Oh, yeah, you got to get that out.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and
so it'll be good fun. So I have to go home and I have to get bits and pieces. And she just got 2 new piercings yesterday. I was like, really?
Where?
Do doctors need piercings in her ear?
Okay.
I was like, is that necessarily? But anyway, so I need saline solution for that, and Jake needs stuff. So a few little bits this afternoon to get sorted out, and then she's home this evening, and she's not back until Monday evening.
Oh, that would be a lovely weekend. How many piercings do you have in your ears?
I only just have my earrings.
I have 2, but I'm thinking of going for a third.
Okay.
No?
Yeah, perfect, yeah.
I used to have, in my rebellious American days, I had like higher up ones.
Is your mummy okay with that?
No. Well, but there's not much you can do about it now.
Well, my Lara, the artist, has... Well, I think I stopped counting at 13.
In her ears?
Face, nose, 2 in her nose. 2 in her nose. Is that called a helix? 2 in her nose.
2 in her nose.
1 here that, like, I'm holding my nose like everybody can see. The bit that I don't know how... I don't know
it's how... It's more a pain thing.
She says that was not sore.
Okay.
Because it's not through the colour or something. And then she has, like, a piercing at the side of her nose, and then her ears. I don't even know where you would want to start. But I was happy to let her go with that than... I have a tattoo. I have nothing against tattoos, but just when she was younger, I was happy. Pierce away, sweetheart. Express yourself that way. She's now at the age now where I'm pretty sure I can't do much about her getting a tattoo. So that's very exciting. Looking forward to it.
Well, there you go. Enjoy your weekend.
I will. And we're meant to be podding on Monday evening. I will have a story because we're out on Saturday at a cocktail tour. Could you imagine?
Cocktail tour with Elise?
No.
Oh.
And then I said, would you like to come in for dinner to meet us? It's Nigel, 6 of us going, friends. And I said, would you like to come in for dinner to meet us after that? She goes, seriously? After you've been on a cocktail tour? I don't think so.
You've just said cocktail
3 times
for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you didn't freak out too bad.
I didn't make a fuss.
Yeah, that's good.
See, I'm so good. Not making a fuss. Not like me.
It's not like you.
So I'll have stories for the...
Are you going to manufacture them for the podcast on Monday?
Surely there must be stories.
Oh, I know. There will be stories.
Are
you wearing your plastic shoes?
I am wearing trainers. Plastic shoes.
She means business.
I mean business. I may have put a pair of nice shoes in my bum bag.
In your bum bag?
In my handbag.
You said in your bum bag?
I may have some in my bum bag. In my handbag.
Lisa in her fanny pack. That's all I could picture with that.
You need to explain to people not in America that's
you can Google
thing.
It. And we're done.
Bye. 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 Bye.